A lot of people think having a perfect accent is impossible. They believe that if you didn't grow up speaking English, you'll always sound foreign. But let me tell you something. That's not true. Your accent is not fixed. It's not something you're stuck with forever. You can improve it, you can change it, and you can do it faster than you think. I know this because I've seen people do it. I've seen learners who had strong accents make incredible progress in just a few months. Not because they were special, not because they were geniuses, but because they used the right techniques. And today, I'm going to share those techniques with you. The first thing you need to understand is that accent is not about how many words you know or how good your grammar is. It's about how you use your mouth, the way you move your tongue, your lips, your jaw. That's what creates your accent. So, if you want to fix your accent quickly, you need to train your mouth like a muscle. Think about athletes. They don't just read about running or lifting weights, they practice. They move their bodies in specific ways, over and over again, until it becomes natural. Your mouth works the same way. If you want to sound more like a native speaker, you have to train your mouth to move in new ways. The fastest way to do this? Shadowing. Shadowing is when you listen to a native speaker and copy them exactly like a shadow. You don't just repeat the words. You try to match their pronunciation, their rhythm, their tone. You become their echo. Here's how to do it. Step 1. Find a short clip of a native speaker. It could be a line from a movie, a speech, or a YouTube video. The important thing is that it's natural spoken English. Step 2. Listen to the clip a few times. Don't speak yet. Just focus on how the speaker moves their mouth. Step 3. Play the clip again, but this time, speak at the same time as the speaker. Not after them, with them. Match their sounds exactly. At first, it will feel difficult. Your mouth won't want to move that way. That's normal. But if you keep doing it, your muscles will start to adapt. Your mouth will learn the movements. And suddenly, your accent will start to change. Do this for just 5 minutes a day, and you'll see massive improvements. Now, let's talk about a mistake most people make. When learners try to fix their accent, they focus too much on individual sounds. They think, oh, I need to pronounce this R better, or I need to fix my TH sound. And yes, pronunciation is important. But the biggest difference between a foreign accent and a native accent is not the sounds, it's the rhythm. English has a unique rhythm. Some words are stressed more than others. Some syllables are longer, some are shorter. If your rhythm is off, you will always sound foreign, even if your pronunciation is perfect. So, how do you fix this? The best way is to practice sentence stress. Here's what I mean. Listen to this sentence. I didn't say he stole the money. If you stress different words, the meaning changes. I didn't say he stole the money. Someone else said it. I didn't say he stole the money. I never said that. I didn't say he stole the money. Maybe I wrote it down. I didn't say he stole the money. Someone else stole it. See how the rhythm changes? English is musical. It's not flat. If you want to sound more natural, you need to copy this rhythm. A simple trick to practice: speak with exaggeration. Try saying sentences in an over-the-top, dramatic way. Make the stressed words really strong and the weak words really soft. It might feel silly, but it works. After some time, your brain will start to remember the rhythm, and your accent will naturally improve. Now, let's talk about another trick that works incredibly well: recording yourself. Most learners don't realize how they actually sound. They think they're pronouncing words correctly, but when they listen back, they hear mistakes. That's why recording yourself is so powerful. It helps you become aware of what you need to fix. Here's what to do. Step 1. Pick a short paragraph in English. It could be from a book, an article, or even a quote from a movie. Step 2. Record yourself reading it out loud. Don't worry about mistakes, just read naturally. Step 3. Listen to your recording and compare it to a native speaker saying the same thing. What sounds different? Where does your pronunciation or rhythm change? Step 4. Record it again, but this time, try to copy the native speaker more closely. Do this once a day, and you'll start noticing improvements fast. Now, let's talk about something most learners never think about: your mouth position. Different languages use the mouth in different ways. That's why French speakers have a different accent from Spanish speakers, and Japanese speakers sound different from Russian speakers. Your accent is not just about your ears, it's about how you hold your mouth. For example, in English, the mouth is often more relaxed than in other languages. The tongue is lower, the jaw is looser, and the lips don't move as much. If you come from a language where the mouth is more tense, your English will sound different. A simple way to train this? Put a pen between your teeth and try speaking English. This forces your mouth to stay more open and relaxed. After a few minutes, take the pen out and speak normally. You'll notice that your pronunciation sounds smoother and more natural. And here's another powerful method: mimic native speakers in daily life. When you're watching a movie or listening to a podcast, pause after a sentence and repeat it exactly the way the speaker said it. Copy their tone, their speed, their pauses. You don't need to memorize anything, just mimic. The more you do this, the more your brain starts to absorb the sounds. And before you know it, you'll start sounding more natural without even trying. Now, let's talk about one more thing: confidence. A lot of people believe their accent is bad. They feel embarrassed when they speak. They think people are judging them. But let me tell you something: your accent is not a problem. It's just a skill you're still developing. Native speakers don't care if you have an accent. They care if they can understand you. That's it. So instead of focusing on getting rid of your accent completely, focus on making your speech clear and confident. Speak with energy. Speak with expression. And most importantly, keep practicing. Because here's the truth: your accent is not permanent. If you use the right techniques, shadowing, rhythm training, mouth exercises, and daily practice, you can improve it quickly. And here's my challenge for you: pick just one of these techniques and try it today. Maybe you'll do 5 minutes of shadowing. Maybe you'll record yourself and listen back. Maybe you'll exaggerate your sentence stress. Whatever it is, take action now, because the faster you start, the faster you'll improve. And trust me, if you stick with it, you'll be shocked at how much your accent changes. You'll start to notice little things, like someone understanding you the first time you speak, or you repeating something from a podcast and realizing it sounds almost exactly the same. That's when you'll know it's working. But let's talk a bit more about the psychology behind accent improvement, because this part is huge. Many people carry a kind of mental block when it comes to their accent. They say things like, "I'll never sound like a native speaker," or "My accent is too strong, I've had it my whole life." But let me ask you something. If you learned how to ride a bike, if you learned how to swim, if you learned how to use a computer, why can't you learn how to adjust the way you speak? The truth is, accent is not a fixed identity. It's a habit. And like any habit, you can change it with time and consistent practice. If you start seeing it that way, it becomes less emotional, less scary. It's not who you are. It's just something you can work on. And don't forget this: your goal doesn't have to be a perfect American accent or a perfect British accent. Your goal should be clear communication, a natural rhythm, a voice that feels confident and authentic to you. And that's 100% possible. Here's another simple but powerful exercise. Choose just one sentence in English every day and say it 10 different ways. Try saying it slow. Try saying it fast. Say it with different emotions. Say it with your eyes closed. Why? Because this forces your brain to focus on sound. It helps you notice things you've never noticed before, like how your tongue moves, how your pitch rises, how you pause between words. Doing this regularly trains your brain to become more sensitive to sound. And the more sensitive you become, the more naturally your accent starts to shift. It's like tuning an instrument. You're adjusting your voice bit by bit until it sounds more smooth, more musical, more English. Another thing that helps a lot is singing. Yes, singing. English songs are full of natural pronunciation patterns: linking, contractions, stress, rhythm. And when you sing, you practice those patterns without even realizing it. Pick a song you like. Slow it down. Listen to each line carefully. Then sing along. Don't worry if you're not a good singer. It's not about performance. It's about getting your mouth used to moving in the rhythm of English. And the cool part? Singing also builds confidence. It loosens your tongue. It makes you feel the language in your body. And that's where real accent change happens. Now here's something else that's often forgotten. Breathing. Yes, breathing affects your accent. When you're nervous, you breathe shallow. Your voice gets tight. You speak fast. And when that happens, your pronunciation suffers. You don't finish words, you rush, you mumble. Just do whatever I said, buddy. You will fix your accent and, subscribe.